Hello, good evening, sports fans. This is Level Up Sports 10. Appreciate you joining us this evening. And I'm here this evening with my main man, Parlay Poe. What's going on, Parlay Poe? Appreciate you joining this evening.
What's happening with you? How you feeling?
Man, pretty good, man. Got me a nice little nap in today, actually, and was just, running over a few things and just waiting to get into the show, man. And glad we able to switch it up on the time a little bit. But, we're going to get right into it with the Giants and the Panthers. And in this one, they have the Giants favored, and it's went from 5 to 4.5. And the over and under in this one, it went up a half a point to 42. It was 41.5. What's your thoughts on this one?
Actually, the Giants ain't been playing bad. They ain't been
Agreed.
playing bad. Just they had a chance to win the ball game last week, but stumbled. Um, Coming off a win for the Panthers, Bryce
Yeah.
Young,
Yeah.
he gets to win. So
Man.
they playing at home. So they giving Giants no, they giving Panthers +4.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh. I
That's
still don't believe in the Panthers, man. So I'm gonna go with the Giants, and I'm gonna go to under 42.
right. Right. Because I think the Giants defense is very good too.
Oh man, that Lawrence dude, man, I wanted him so bad at the trade deadline.
Man, I was just reading about the Brian Burns, how they ended up, getting him from Carolina. So this is kind of like one of them games to where, you going back home to where you started and then coming,
Homecoming.
yeah, homecoming. And then,
Yeah.
going to a team where, they really wanted you from that point when you came into the league. I think it's going to be kind of one of them games where you definitely want to perform. I got the Giants as well, and it's a 9:30 in the morning game. So
Ooh.
I definitely got the Giants in this one. I don't think Carolina could get up that early and get a win. They still might be celebrating after last week, but I like the win they did get with Bryce Young getting him one as well.
So if it's 9:30, where they playing at? They playing in London?
And that's what I was about to ask you. I think this is I wasn't for sure if it
Yeah,
was
it
in
is.
London or if it's in Carolina, but with the 9:30, I think it is a London game they hit
Yeah,
this with.
yeah, yeah.
Our next game we got is the New England Patriots at the Chicago Bears. They got Chicago by 6.5, and this went down to 6. It was 6.5 yesterday, so they know something. And the under went down to half a point to 39. What's your thoughts on this one?
Well, the Bears, I seen the Bears at the gate first half versus the Cardinals last week. They didn't look too good, and Williams he looked like the old Williams. He was getting sacked and everything.
Yeah,
So
agree.
Patriots with Derek May starting, they looked kind of good. Sent it in overtime and lost in overtime last week. So with that be said, I'm gonna still go with the Bears at home.
Mm.
Bears
And
at home, and it might go over that 39. We say go over that 39.
because they do be scoring some points, and I think with Williams and May, I think we might see a little quarterback duel, from
Yeah,
how they played in college as well. And I was just looking and thinking about this game. I'm gonna go against you. I'm gonna go with the Patriots on this one, just because of the fact, like you said, with Drake May. I think it's time for him to at least get a win. And like you said, with Caleb Williams, he been kind of looking like that old Caleb Williams. And it's good that they playing at home because that could give them a different momentum. But I'm gonna
yeah.
take the Patriots in this one with the points in that 7.5, and I'm gonna go with the over as well because I just think it'll be a little classical shootout we'll like to talk about come the next show we talk about with the NFL as well.
I'm sure.
And the next one we got up here, 49ers at the Buccaneers. Buccaneers in this one, They got San Francisco by 5.5, and the over and under is 51. What's your thoughts on this one?
This is gonna be a good game.
Oh yeah.
This is gonna be a good game. We got to see if McCaffrey ready or did he just practice? See if he ready or did he just practice? Last week, man. Last week, I liked it. I like how Baker looked. I like how Baker looked. Yeah, actually, I thought they was gonna pull it out, but
Yeah.
they didn't. So I'm gonna take the +5 with the Bucks
Mm.
and the shootout, the over
Mm.
51.
Mm. Make sure y'all tuning in on Parlay Poe. We don't call
Yeah,
him Parlay Poe for no reason.
yeah,
And on that fact, man, I've been watching this Baker Mayfield. We be talking about Baker, man. I'm gonna just go ahead and give him his respect again after these few weeks playing without your top two targets and him playing the way he's playing, man. I think you found him a tight end. And I think,
yeah,
we starting to see, man, them some security blankets, man, for sure. And they
yeah.
could not only get you some yards, but get you some touchdowns and definitely keep you in the game with that blocking as well. So I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay at home. And I agree with you. I like a shootout too with an over in this one. McCaffrey, I believe, is playing in this game. What's going on, Mike? We appreciate you joining in with us. Everybody else that's in here joining with us. You could tab in, tell us what your thoughts is with the picks that we got going on as well. And yeah, I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers in this one. I think Baker Mayfield gonna come out and have a great performance, possibly even over. I'm gonna say even over a nice 250, possibly 300 without the
Yeah,
targets because he just been looking that good, man.
yeah, it's possible. It's
And
definitely possible.
that running back they got, man, Irvin.
Yeah,
Whoo, man, he put
yeah,
the league on notice. He let me know who he was for sure.
right.
Definitely like him, man. The next one we got up, I'm gonna go ahead and say that one for you for a second because I like that
Yeah,
one. That's a big one. I'm gonna get back to that one. We got up the Falcons and the Saints. And I think this is gonna be a slam bam. Thank you, man. What's your thoughts on this one?
man. I like the Falcons. I like the Falcons and the way Carr playing, it might be a blowout because he known to give up them ints and on
Yeah,
that back end with Bates and Simmons back there with them Falcons. Oh
yeah,
man, they ball hawking back there.
yeah.
Them
All
guys,
day.
yeah, they ball hawking back there. So
Man.
I'm gonna take the Falcons and I'm gonna go over on this also. I'm gonna go over also because Falcons been scoring some points.
Yeah, I agree with you. I did this earlier. Just man, the Falcons are sitting at 6-3 right now.
I know.
Captain Kirk. I think we all can agree, man. He found him at home, man.
Man,
Definitely. And I'm going with the Falcons as well in this one. And I'm taking the over. I just think the same way, man. If it's not a shootout, it's a blowout. And
yeah.
Cousins can mess around and come out and throw another 300 ball. And if Bijan get going in this game, I think that's going to be scary for New Orleans.
And you know what?
What's
The
that?
Saints just traded their best corner.
And that, yeah.
They traded their best corner, so it might get ugly.
Captain Kirk, I think he liking that. I think his ears is on alert. I think
Yeah,
for sure. He just smiled when he seen that this weekend, like, oh, it's on and popping. So I definitely agree with you on that one. And I have them winning with the over as well in that one. Our next game we got is who we have up there.
he said, "Am I betting on that one?"
You
Yeah,
got
yeah.
the
On that Falcons, the Saints. Yes, I am.
oh yeah, oh yeah. WTP Sports Dudes, he got the Falcons on that one. Yeah, he said, Parlay, you betting on that one? He said, yes, he is. So y'all better tune into it. When he talk about it, y'all better make sure y'all locked in. We got it coming for you, WTP. We're going to get to your boys, too. The next one we got up, we got the Broncos at the Kansas City Chiefs. They got the Chiefs favored by 8.5. and the over and under is 41.5. What's your thoughts on this one?
Oh, you know what? I can't even say the Broncos played the Chiefs hard. They used to,
Yeah,
but now with Bo Nix and that all disarray over there at the Broncos, so I'm gonna pick the Chiefs. But that 8.5, that's a lot of points for real.
yeah,
Uh, yeah, 8.5. Well, I'm gonna pick the Chiefs, and I'm a Broncos. The Broncos can score
yeah.
over at 41.5 with that defense. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say over. I'm gonna say the over
Agreed.
with 41.5.
Yep. And I took Kansas City with you as well on this one. And I was looking at the same thing, the 8.5 and the 41.5. I was wondering, what Denver we gonna get that solid defense that's playing physical, trying to get them a win like they used to when they play Kansas City, or is we gonna see a Kansas City team that come out and just push it up front, and the way Hopkins is looking, man, that's starting to look better than what I thought in myself. The catches he made last week, Mahomes is just putting it right there in the basket for him. And I think if that continued throughout the season, I think it's going to be easy for Kelsey to make catches. And who knows, we may be asking the question again in a few weeks. Will the Kansas City Chiefs go
Yeah,
undefeated? So I'm definitely going with the Chiefs in this one, and I'm going to take the over as well. Our next one we have coming up got a big banger and a divisional showdown with the Buffalo Bills at the Indianapolis Colts. Got the Bills. Nope, the Bills favorite by 4.5. And the over under is 47. It was, and it went down to 46.5. I don't know what they know, but this is
yeah.
going to be a good showdown too. What's your thoughts on this one?
Well, the Bills can play, man. And then if they get that gunslinger Flacco, man, thing about it is that Flacco's receivers ain't up to par like they used to be. Like he still got that Pittman dude though. You know what I mean? Like so, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Bills.
Mm,
I'm gonna go Bills, but I'm gonna keep it under that 46.5.
yeah,
I'm gonna go Bills.
crazy. I got the same exact thing. And with this game, I was wondering myself is, are we going to see that coach team, that's at home, that's playing that tough, stout football that we used to them playing at home, or are we going to see a coach team that's, maybe fumbling the ball or throwing an interception late in the game, and with them not really knowing what's going on in that quarterback room, I think that's something that really hampers them at times. And I definitely got the Bills winning this one. The way Josh Allen is looking with that young receiving core, him and Kincaid is starting to look like a major problem. And once again, that's a tight end
Yeah,
we talking about, you
yeah,
know, and
yeah. I
those,
always parlay with him, man. Dude, real decent, man. He gets
yeah,
open. You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
And it's like I was watching him. I watched the game last week, and they was mentioning how he is like kind of reminiscent of Kelsey, how he seemed to watch Travis Kelsey. And I remember him. I can't remember what college it was. I want to say Iowa. I think I wasn't for sure if it was a Big Ten school or not. But I
yeah,
remember watching him. He's just that good, man. He runs his routes great. He got big hands, catches the ball, and he could block. And he don't
yeah, he
mind
can.
getting physical. So,
Yeah, he can. Yeah,
when you got that on a young team, I think the only way is up. And that young team, they got years to play together. And I think that's good with Buffalo. It's not going to be like that old Buffalo we would see that will hopefully get there. Hopefully they could break the curse with this team.
yeah. You see, they they want to break the curse, but it's still the Buffalo Bills. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Yeah,
WTP Sports Dudes got the Buffalo Bills along with us in this one as well. And yeah, it's just going to be a good game. And he's having an MVP type of season. Quiet as kept. It's just so quarterback full this year with so many quarterbacks actually having a great season.
Yeah.
Here we go. Got a good one. We got WTP Sports Dudes, Tennessee Titans. We got them at the Los Angeles Chargers. And the Chargers are favored in this one by 7.5 points. And the over and under is 38. What's your thoughts on this one?
They going two Chargers
They going to the Chargers.
-7. Man, they got Mason.
Yeah,
They got Mason, but the way the Chargers playing with J.K. Dobbins, uh, man, J.K. Dobbins running that ball now. They actually hardball giving him the rock more. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
So, and that Tennessee Titans run defense ain't too stout, and I think they'll get after Mason. So I'm gonna go with the Chargers, and I'm gonna go under that 38.
yeah. I agree with you. It's just, man, it's Tennessee. They nothing. If they could find the consistency at the quarterback and have that quarterback position filled and guaranteed, we know what they could bring on the defensive side of the ball. Is just building it off. So in this one, and like you said, man, Dobbins is definitely a different beast. I got the Chargers in this one. I got them to cover. And then this one, for some odd reason, I got the over. I don't know if they're going.
The 38,
Yeah,
38.5.
I got them over that 38 for some reason, just because, like, one week they put up 20, then the next week they'll put up a 30.
It
So
could happen.
in this
Yeah.
game, I got them putting up a possible 30, but I got the Titans putting up a couple points as well, because they are looking a lot better with that quarterback situation at Randolph as well. And we got WTP Sports Dudes. We know he tightens up all day, and he with his Titans in this one. And we're going to go against you, even though we know you got your Titans winning. And then the next one, we got these Jetters, the Jets, at the Arizona Cardinals. And the line is the Cardinals by 1. Over
Dang.
under is 46.
Oh, they want this to be a shootout.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's gonna be what they want.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be what they want. So right now, I'm going under because I don't know. I don't know what kind of Aaron Rodgers I'm gonna get out there.
Yeah.
I
Especially in
don't know.
Arizona.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of Aaron Rodgers I'm gonna get out there, and then Murray. The way they ran, the way they ran last week. Cardinals ran that ball last week, and
Yeah.
Jets defense supposed to be solid.
Right.
They're supposed to be solid against that run. So that -1, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go for the Jets to cover.
Mm. I
Yeah,
like it.
I'm gonna go with the Jets to cover.
And this
Aaron Rodgers might get his groove back.
with this Cardinals team, it's kind of like I'm picking it Aaron Rodgers or Kyler Murray in this one. You got Maserati Marv, you got McBride, you got Aaron Rodgers and his receiving core from Green Bay.
Yeah,
I look at all of those things. Even though in Arizona, they play tough, they run the ball hard, things like that, and they ran well, like you said last week. But in this one, I'm gonna go with A-Rod, like you went with him to cover as well.
yeah,
Man, this over and under, man. That's tough, man. Because
yeah.
like you said, you just don't know what you're gonna get out of them. I'm gonna go with you on the Jets, but I'm gonna take the over one time for the one time and learn my knowledge, man.
Yeah,
That's what I'm gonna do on this one, man. But I just, like you said, it's gonna definitely show me a lot with both teams moving forward as well. I'm gonna go ahead and get my boys up out the way, man. It's Thursday night banger.
Oh,
A lot of implications on the
we
line.
should start off with that first.
I ain't want to do it. I had to melt you into it because I don't think I would.
Man.
Yeah, I don't think I would have got what I got out of you now just then if I would have did it now.
Yeah,
But we got the Who They Nation, my Bengals, City League TV's Bengals, My man Big C, he switched his schedule around. We got his, and then the last one, WTP Sports Dudes went with the Cardinals because he said Rogers. You just don't know.
You really don't. But the weather ain't gonna be a factor in that Arizona game, I don't think. So I'm gonna
Oh
go
yeah,
with yeah.
and he had something else to say to you. He said Parlay Poe. He said I like that backdrop too.
Yeah.
I'm
Go
loving it.
blue.
I was loving it when I seen it too. I said Parlay Poe. Oh yeah. So we got them who they boys, of course, against these Baltimore Ravens, man. It's
uh,
what's your thoughts on this one, Parlay Poe?
Man, listen. Let me tell you something. If the Bengals come in there lollygagging and can't stop that run, it will get ugly. But you know they're gonna come at the Burrows. Burrows had it. He had a lovely week, 5 TDs. Like, but the Ravens at home, even though y'all play them tough, I ain't going over that 53. Ain't no way. Well, that's a lot. Ain't no way I'm going over there 53.
And you know they be having them
Because
shootouts
they
too,
think it's
man.
gonna be a shootout. It's not gonna be like that because the defense is better. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Both
the
teams are
defense,
playing
both
a better
defenses
defense.
have
So
gotten better. I would say since
yeah.
that first game too.
So I'm gonna go with the Ravens, but I'm going under that 53. But I
Mm.
need the Bengals to win though. I need the Bengals to win.
Oh, I,
But I'm
I know it. I
gonna
already
go with
know.
the Ravens.
In this one, man, I've been waiting on this matchup again, man, because I feel like it was gonna be that point in the season. If we win, it's up. If we lose, I'm really in a optimistic situation. And with Burrow in Cincinnati, Jamar Chase, Higgins being hurt and being out lately, if he plays, I definitely like our chances even more. I like our chances even with him out. It's just that over and under what I was thinking about when it comes to T. Higgins being there.
Yeah.
Because that
And then y'all
shootout,
lost to boy.
and then we
Y'all
got
lost the
Moss
tight end
out,
got hurt.
got Zach Moss out, tight end got hurt. So we
Yeah.
hurting in a lot of different ways when it comes to that offense. But I also like the way Chase Brown ran last week. For him to
Yeah.
get the solid back position, I think moving forward with Moss gone for the season, it's his job to lose. But coming in, I just hope the best for Zach Moss get his self to a speedy recovery and get back to business. But in this game at hand, I got my Bengals winning. And in this one, I don't know. Joe Burrow had a high hand last week, even with the tight end out this week coming. I feel T. Higgins is gonna make that clutch decision and be there. And I feel like Chase show up big in this one against the Ravens. I'm gonna take us to win, and I'm gonna take us in the over. And like you said with that run game, man, if we don't put a
Yeah.
hat on Chris Henry and Jackson, and it's not
Yeah.
just one person in the run game, it's two. And we don't put a hat on that, man. Like you said, it could get ugly. And I think we gotta definitely lock in on Zay Flowers, man. Because I
Yeah.
think quiet is kept, man. They gotta talk about him and Lamar Jackson's connection. It might not be but a few years, but they definitely are a connection to wreak havoc for sure. But I got my Cincinnati Bengals winning in this one. And I feel like if we win, we have a better shot, at things at least second in the division. I'm not going to get too ahead of myself and say first, but at least second with this win, I feel better about.
I could dig it.
Our next one, we got a banger, make or break type of a season for one or the other. I feel we got the Eagles at the Cowboys, and in this one, they got Philly 7.5 and an over and under 42. What's your thoughts on this one?
Yeah. They playing with Cooper Rush, the Cowboys. So I think the Eagles gonna try to make a statement and get at him. Uh, Still no Michael Parsons. You know what I mean? Like, so Diggs still up in the air, and Eagles is getting healthy, especially with Saquon and with that run defense of the Cowboys. I'm gonna take the Eagles with the over. I'm gonna
Mm,
take the Eagles with the over.
mm. And I'm doubling up with you on that one, man. This Philly team is different right now, and I think this is a game they've been waiting for. I don't know if the move Barkley put on last week was looking at Dallas, or what, but we seen a move we don't see. We haven't seen, and the Dallas Cowboys got to figure out what's going on. We don't know what's going on with Michael Parsons, whether he's going to play, whether he's even going to continue to be in a Dallas uniform. We don't know what's going on with CD Lamb. We know Prescott's going to be out.
Yeah.
And a question to ask in this one, um, if Rush plays like he played before Dak came back and got his starting position in these few weeks, what do you think about that parlay, Pope?
See, they already it ain't even a question for real because they already gave Dak the bag.
Right.
You know what I mean? They already gave Dak the bag, so it's really no question unless you can get trade bait from him, unless a team want him and want to take over that big salary. But
Yeah.
Jerry talking, Jerry said Dak's still his quarterback, and he said the Cowboys are not panicking right now. So
Man.
I don't know what you call it.
Woo.
You know what I
Man.
mean? Like,
Uh,
is CD Lamb questionable for this game? You know what I
man.
mean? Like,
And this is a big game, man. I think
yeah,
the way the NFC look, man, because like the Cowboys are not even in the picture, but this win could. I look at the
yeah,
Cowboys and Bengals, man. If y'all lose this week, we both on the same type of on the road. People were looking at
divisional
these two
game.
teams to be up, but we both in a position where it's optimism after this week, depending on how it go.
Yeah,
You got WTP Sports Deuce in there. He said the Eagles in a landslide.
yeah.
So we all huddled up around these Eagles, and we all had the same thoughts, I'm sure, when it comes to these Cowboys trying to figure out what they gonna do, how it's gonna be, and what's going on in Texas.
And that's a 425 game.
Yep, that's that afternoon game, I believe. So, yep,
Yeah,
that's that afternoon 425 kickoff. Our next one we got one. I would some people would might think it's the game of the week. I think with the injuries, I think that's not giving it the game of the week, but I still think it's a big one. We got the Detroit Lions, one of the hottest teams in the NFL, if not the top team in the NFL. Some people
yeah,
thought you could argue at the Houston Texans. If the Lions favored by 3.5 and the over and under is 49. What's your thoughts on this one?
yeah. Lions plus the minus 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Lions playing well right now, man. Like
Yeah,
on both sides of the ball,
agree.
and Texans they missing some big names over there with the offense with the receivers, and we already know CJ can spin it. We
Yeah,
already know he can spin it, but I'm saying with him taking on sacks and ints like he been doing, he can't play with this line defense because they're gonna come to see him.
yeah,
They blitzing, they blitzing. On the other hand, Texans have a solid defense also. So
yeah.
you know what I mean. So golf can't play with them either. So I'm taking the Lions plus the 49. Because it's
Mm.
gonna be some
It's gonna be some
fourth and
points.
ones being going for.
Yeah, definitely.
Campbell going for fourth and one.
Man, he
You
loved
already
them
know
fourth downs, man. He out
that.
there at the crap table waiting on a fourth down to come.
You already know he going for them.
I'm with you. I'm with you in the same way, man. I totally agree. With this Texas team and the injuries, like CJ Stroud could do what he do, but the injuries, them sacks, when they pile up, I think that it don't loosen the body up. It stiffens the body up and movement in certain ways and doing things to give it that, knowing you at a certain position where you can't do what you normally would do. So, I think the Lions win big in this one at Houston. I'm
Yeah,
not for sure if Nico back this week, but Joe Mixon, that's a lot to carry, man. Not saying that you
yeah,
can't carry a load, that you can't take on anything, but that's just a tough task. And these Lions, man, and I agree with them being on both sides of the ball, man. And the defense, the crazy thing, I've been watching them the last couple of weeks. They look a lot faster. Nothing against Hutchinson. If they plan the way they plan for him, you could tell because they moving a lot faster
Yeah.
and hitting a lot harder. So that's something definitely to keep eyes on, man. And this Detroit team, they not playing with nobody. So we definitely got to keep an eye on them as well.
What did WT? What do you say? Does Dak have any more upside?
He said, "Does Dak have any more upside?" What's your thoughts on that one?
Oh man, like I don't know if he need more weapons. He feel like or whatever. Cause I'm saying like they stacked right there. Probably if he get another big name receiver,
Yeah,
uh, we really can see. You know what I mean? Because he just working with CD Lamb and Schultz, but they got to pay the big three. They already paid CD. They paying Dak. Now they got to pay
yeah,
Parsons. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Who's left? You know what I mean? And the one dude that they did have, and actually the Titans cut him, and they wish they had him again. Is Noah Brown? You know,
Yeah.
like he coming on. So
Coming on strong, man.
yeah, like so he probably I would say give Dak another receiver, give
Mm.
another good receiver, and we can see what his upside will be.
And with that, with you saying that, it just gives me the thoughts about just thinking about how Manning and Harrison would work together. When we think about some of the quarterbacks and when we ask if they have upside, do the upside, would he have that upside if he went and worked with some of the receivers he got a little more, you would say, and learn more to where I know there was a time where you could watch Ben Roethlisberger and him and Santonio Holmes. I remember they could look at each other. Him
Yeah,
and Hines Wars, they could just look at each other. You don't they off script. They not running no
yeah,
routes. They just he gonna find him. He know what to do. And I think if some of these quarterbacks chose to do that, I think they ceiling would increase. As we see that, I think where some was thinking Lamar would decrease, I think he's actually increased these last few years because
yeah,
you tell he's putting that work in. So
yeah. I
man,
think you need to work with your wide receivers in the off season.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Y'all can do your own separate workouts because I know y'all live in different places in the off season. But like when the season is like about to start, I think y'all need to at least have a like a 2 week span with each other, man, or like a solid week. Or
right,
y'all go down to LA, whatever, rent something out, and y'all run around, see if y'all on the same page and everything.
yeah,
Because
agree,
Marvin Harrison and that Peyton Manning, that was ridiculous. You
man.
know what I
That
mean?
was, I still just I still think about that. Like it's just to be able to have seen that and seen the receivers now how they are. That's special, man. And if we could get back to that, whoever gets back to that and take advantage of it, and we start seeing footage, it's gonna be amazing, man. And we got a couple more games before we get to your boys. The next one we got up is a good showdown as well. And two teams I think that's in a position to make or break their season as well. We got the Miami Dolphins at the Los Angeles Rams with a 1 point going to the Rams in this one. It was 2.5 a few days ago, and this went down to one. Then the over and under is 50.5. And this is our Monday night game. What's your
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
on
It could be a good game. That can definitely be a good game. Cause
that?
I
Oh, yeah.
seen two out there. Tua look good, man. Tua look good. Tua look good. And then they barely lost to Bills. Tua look good. And Matt Stafford, he's Matt Stafford. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? If he don't turn that thing over, he's super solid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then with his receivers coming, dude got suspended, dude got kicked out. So this ain't college, so he get to come right back and play, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So him with them receivers back, man. I'm gonna go ahead and go rock with the Rams. plus the one, but that 50.5,
Whew,
that's
that's
a little
ugly.
too much.
A little
That's a little
steep.
too much, man. I'm gonna go under that. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
go
was
under
I
that.
was with you on the same way,
Yeah,
same wave and same page. And the crazy thing about Stafford, I be getting caught up in a lot of conversations, man. Just think if Calvin Johnson was still in the league, man.
yeah, like,
Matthew Stafford was throwing balls to him, and like for him to still be in the league and throwing balls the way he is, man, and for him to have the receivers he got, you
yeah,
gotta give him, man, gotta give him
I
his
think
respect.
Stafford was a young guy throwing the Calvin Johnson at the Lions, man. He
Yeah,
was a
yeah.
young guy, man. Like,
And he's, man, still slinging that
he's
ball.
still
And I
slanging.
definitely got them winning this one. And I'm going with the under as well. I think that 50 is just steeps, in the Rams at home playing great defense. I think they often
Yeah,
score enough, but I don't think they cover that 50 and a half as well.
yeah, that 50 a little steep, bro.
The next one we got up is the Vikings at the Jaguars. And then this one they got Minnesota by 5. And the over and under is 45 and a half. What's your thoughts on this one?
Vikings gonna go in there and handle business. Even though it's a nice little plane ride, they're gonna go in there and handle business. And that defense gonna be, even though the Jaguars put up a fight,
Yeah,
they fighting, even though they got their they gonna get their head coach fired.
right,
But
right.
they fighting. But them Vikings, they gonna try to impose their will on Jaguars, even though Lawrence ain't playing super good, but he been playing better as of late these last two games. But I got the Vikings, but that 45.5, I'm gonna go under that.
Right,
I'm gonna
right.
go under that
I'm
because
with
I got
you.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm with you in this one. I just think Minnesota come out, they enforce their will. And at this point where Minnesota is at right now, I think this the best. I can't remember if it's since the Randy Moss Culpepper era, in them years when they had Chris Carter, or where their records stand. But if they win this one, I believe that put them in that rating in that history. So I think this is a game they need to win to get back on track in a lot of ways, and definitely to keep that race in that NFC, because that NFC I think is just going to continue to get tight, throughout. But definitely got the Vikings winning in this one, and I got you on that under as well. I don't think the Jags can do anything.
yeah. They can't have Darnold lose his composure. He got to be exactly who he have been. Look
Yeah,
at your boy Jefferson. You got the best receiver on your team. You
yeah,
know what I mean? So
yeah.
he got to utilize that.
Got to, man, in every way, shape, or form. And last but not least, we got one of the games I was looking at as a game of the week implications. We got Parlay Pose, Pittsburgh Steelers against Jaden Daniels McLaurin, who's looking more like that Maserati from OSU, and them Commanders. What's your
Yeah,
thoughts on this one, Parlay Poe?
man, we better come out. Dudes. We coming off a bye week. These guys is fresh. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They got a
yeah,
little rest. We even we got one guy back from suspension, Cam Sutton. We
yeah.
don't know his spot yet. We don't know if he actually gonna play that slot. But Blaine
That's
Bishop been
good too.
playing that. He been playing well. You know what I mean? Blaine Bishop the last couple of weeks he didn't got 3 interceptions. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like boom. So I don't know how we're gonna utilize Cam Sutton, but we got to stop Daniels from throwing. And he a little dude, so I'm like, he ain't learned how to slide yet. So
yeah.
I'm kind of, you know what I mean? Like, bro, you got to get down because we coming,
We
we
coming.
coming with
Yeah,
yeah, we coming with this pressure. So you know what I
yeah,
mean? I don't want him to get hurt or nothing. You know what I mean? But he got to get down. He playing very well though. He uh he hitting his wide receivers, tight ends. They running. You know what I mean? With Robinson, he a nice back, a nice
Oh
big
yeah,
back. You know what I
definitely.
mean? So they got to come in. I'm picking my Steelers.
Oh yeah,
Um, I'm picking my Steelers +3, but I'm still going. I'm going under that 45. I
yeah.
don't
I
think it's
was
gonna be a shootout like that.
right. I was in a crazy thing with this game. I was looking at a lot, and like you just mentioned on how he run, might have to slide. Man, y'all's defense is different, Pope.
Yeah,
I think when we talk about Pittsburgh, you always think of course of defense, but the way they defense is moving, it's players that people really don't know unless they watch and do they film work. You got to really study. And I think we like you mentioned about Bishop, 3 interceptions. This is the money game for him. I think this is the
yeah,
game where he sit and he not only spy on Daniels, but they have a package specifically for him to study
yeah,
on what Daniels may just do in
yeah,
those packages. And like you said, man, that it's it's a difference with Washington, how they looking, how they playing. Definitely a team to watch. And not that I feel like this is only gonna make both teams better. Win or lose in this game, it's only gonna make both teams better. But I got Pittsburgh in this one. I
yeah,
got y'all in this one. I took the over because the way Russell been playing, I was thinking about earlier. I do like your choice though on the under because I was thinking about y'all's defense coming out, lights out, balling, shutting them down, getting the 30 points, maybe being at 40 in the under, giving them no pressure in the second half as far as and just shutting them out. But definitely like Pittsburgh in this one, even though Washington is a team that we talked about and spoke about as being a surprise team and a great team that's going to make a
yeah.
run too.
They surprising. Like, you know what I mean? This gonna be a nice game.
Oh
And
yeah,
then I got my cousins, my cousins Ronnie and his son. We gonna watch the game together this weekend. We gonna probably go to B Dubs or something.
oh
Watch.
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
man.
good way to enjoy this game. You got to enjoy this one good. You can't
First,
sit out the
first
house and
cousin.
miss.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
man. So
What's your and then on a bye week and speaking of that game, what's your thoughts on I've been watching Minka this year. One thing I noticed about Minka, man, he's been in the league, I think, what, 4 to 5 years, if I'm not mistaken.
nah. He been in the league. He almost Mika been in the league almost like 8 or 9 years, man. I think almost a 10 piece. Hold
If
on.
if I told you he looked like he looking in his first couple
Yeah.
seasons, Parlay Poe, what would your thoughts be on
Yeah.
that?
But you know what? See, because they got Mika in his right position. Because
Yeah, yeah,
we got this dude named Elliott. He comes down and makes them hard tackles that Minka used to do. You know what I mean? We just have Minka back there being the ball hawk. You know
man.
what I mean? Like you be a ball hawk. We need you back there being the ball hawk. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah. And I still think about the game when he let up and they still threw the flag on him. And I
yeah,
know
man.
I know Minka, if he wanted to lay helmet, he would have
Yeah,
got targeted. They would have been hitting him for about a million for the hit he would have put on that game.
man.
Because I
That's what I
know
said.
him. Yeah,
I like
I
Minka.
just like it.
Minka would have punished him, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Minka would have punished this dude, man. I
I
was like,
just I just I like how your boys is playing, man. Like as I sit and just watch the NFL season, and as a Bengals fan, I'm like, man, I'm always picking Pittsburgh, but I'm like, man, I'm really watching y'all, and I'm like, I see why Pittsburgh fans be rowdy from jump, from the start to finish. But I see all
yeah,
the camaraderie, everything else behind it. It's a good
yeah,
organization, man. And
yeah.
when you got a good organization from top to bottom, and then it goes onto the field, you got to win an organization. You can't do nothing but respect it, man. Be a part of it. So I get
Yeah,
it, and I understand it more now for sure.
right. Yeah, he been in the league 8 years. We still thanking Miami Dolphins for that, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Did
we
it.
still thanking the Dolphins for that move.
Oh, was
They
that what
gave
was
to
that with? How did y'all get him again?
Man, we just tried. We got him with from the Dolphins, and he wasn't happy there. You know what I
That's,
mean? Simple as that. And we
he
offered
was
them
having a
something.
good
We offered
season.
them some peanuts, man, like peanuts in the peanut butter jelly sandwich. And
Oh yeah.
they said they said y'all can have him.
You know, fresh out of college, he was used to them kind of snacks. He said, "I
Yeah,
need them." Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
They said
Why
y'all can
not?
have him. We like boom, and he been with us ever since.
That's cool, man. I like it. I definitely do, man. Just a player I definitely like for sure. And then on a bye note this week, we got the Browns on a bye week. We got the Packers, the Raiders, and the Seahawks. And I think we could all agree they all need a bye right about now.
Yeah, especially them brownie cakes.
Man,
Yeah, they're trying to
they,
sell the farm.
oh yeah, figure something out because the one thing I would say, man, I like the stadium they got. I hope they get that stadium. I hope everything go through with it where they don't got no situation they got to handle because that's a nice stadium, man. Nice new
Yeah,
stadium they trying to hit them with and get going. And so that maybe that's a good thing for them. You know, it's an understanding of the rebuilding. Um,
right.
outside of that, what do you think? You know, just one thing I had, as I know we spoke about it some weeks ago. If if you had three picks to choose for your MVP right now as we go into week 10, what would be your three picks? What would be your thoughts on that?
My three picks, man. I know, I know. It seemed crazy, but two of them on the same team, man.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
You know what I mean? Like Lamar and oh boy, man. Like
Call him king. It's only two kings in the sports world, one in football,
that,
one in basketball.
yeah, man. Like he both of them cats right now, they playing well. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And then like yeah, I can't even say Patrick Mahomes as an MVP because he really ain't done nothing.
I
You know what
agree
I
with
mean?
you. I agree.
He moved his team up and down that field and put him in scoring position.
Yeah,
But far as him doing all that fantastic stuff, he did it last week when he doing all them underhand passes and stuff.
yeah. I noticed that too.
Yeah, he did it last week, but right now, man, like that's all I got them two, and who else? And then I'm gonna have to say, what's the name playing better than him? Jared Goff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Jared Goff playing back better than him. Cause I'm saying ain't nobody even running the ball or catching like that. You know what I mean? Like,
And that's the crazy thing. Like I got exactly how you said, and I got a golf with your boy Josh Allen. And the
yeah,
reason I got Josh Allen is you gotta like I look at Buffalo, they sitting at 7-2 right now, and
right.
with what he got and to get the addition of Cooper, you can't do nothing but pat him on the back, appreciate what he's doing, and see what it does from here. And it's some matchups to where I think the matchups coming up either keep you in that MVP race or take you out of that MVP race.
Yeah,
And with Lamar and King Henry, man, that's definitely different, man. I
yeah,
mean, it's good football. And like we look at college, man, we seeing something on the NFL side in these two. Man, hats off to what they do in that organization and them two as players, as a quarterback and running back, knowing what their job is to do and going out, not only getting it done, but being able to share that ball as well.
yeah.
So that's
It's
a good
that second half of the season. It's gonna be rough because I know our schedule is crazy because
oh
we gotta play everybody in our division twice. We ain't had no division games yet.
yeah, I looked at that and I was like, I was tripped out. I was like, man, is this me or am I seeing things? I'm like, Pittsburgh haven't played no division games yet.
The schedule makers, man. I don't know what they
And
did,
then
man.
the way they got us playing y'all, I said, man, I don't even like that. I didn't like
Yeah,
it when I looked at the schedule. I said, hold on, man, what y'all trying to do, man? Y'all got us playing Pittsburgh late. I said,
yeah,
y'all trying to set us up for something, man. So
yeah. They got 8 games in, and we ain't played it. That's crazy because we
yeah,
play. Our schedule is crazy because we play Washington division game, then we play 2 division games, whatever. Eagles, then couple. You know what I mean? Like I'm
yeah,
like,
y'all
man,
got Kansas City, Philly
yeah,
in that situation, all them
yeah,
division games. I'm like, man, what? They know what
yeah,
they be doing, I guess. I don't know.
man.
If other than, I mean, that's pretty much what I have for the show tonight. I ain't really dibble and dabble because I'm collecting some thoughts for a lot more as the season go on with some things as
Yeah, we
far as
good.
more questions. But other than that, man, any did you want to hit them with one of Parlay Poe's picks this week? You want to hit them with one or
Uh,
let them know one is good out there?
well, one is good. Well, I'm something like on the pro end, pick them Lions, man. On the pro side,
Y'all
yeah,
heard it first,
get
man.
get the Lions. Take the over. You know what I mean? The Lions is good,
Get
and
them
then we're
boys
gonna
out
talk
there.
about we can talk about the college tomorrow. We
Oh, for
get on,
sure.
but we talking the text about what we're gonna do next Wednesday.
Cool. I just
Yeah,
get into this text and
yeah,
anytime, man, because I'm normally up through the night and then I just check my phone because I'll be
yeah.
up pretty
That's what I'm
early.
saying. After you get some rest, whatever. We'll talk on the text. So you know what I
Yeah,
mean. So that'd be cool with us.
cool beans. Other than that, man, make sure you like, subscribe into the channel. Man, we gonna have Parlay Poe coming up with picks. Get him locked in so y'all can stream. Other than that, this is Level Up Sports 10 with Parlay Poe. We out.
Peace.
Peace.